everyone. Welcome to edupediaworld.com. This is your video lecturer Bhumika Soni, and in the current video lecture I will explain you all about human anatomy and physiology. With the first topic of human anatomy and physiology, first of all it is important to know what is the meaning of anatomy. Anatomy is the study of shape and form of human body, and physiology is the study of how human body function. In this unit, the first chapter we will study is the circulatory system. Starting with the first chapter, the first topic. See, living organisms need to move substances into and out of the cell and between neighboring cells by a system called transportation system. Substances are transported in living organisms as solids such as food particles, blood cells, gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor, and solutions of soluble nutrients, enzymes, hormones and excretory waste. See, in unicellular and simple multicellular organisms, the transportation mechanism is basically simple. Diffusion is the major method by which transportation of material occur in single-celled organisms like bacteria, amoeba, paramecium. In simple multicellular organism like Hydra, transportation occurs by diffusion. Diffusion is the major method by which transportation of material occurs in unicellular and multicellular organisms. Diffusion is the movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to that of lower concentration, resulting in their uniform distribution. In complex higher animals, because of enormity of size and complex organization, the process of diffusion, which is slow, cannot meet the requirements of transportation to all in a short period of time. Such organisms have developed an elaborate transportation system called blood vascular system or circulatory system. Now, the most important topic which we are going to deal is transportation in humans. The human body consists of several organ systems. Each of these systems require the involvement of circulating body fluids. There are three principal circulating fluids in our body, namely blood contained in the pump house or heart, and in the blood vessels, arteries, veins and capillaries of the circulatory system. Next is tissue fluid, also called as interstitial or intercellular fluid, occurring spaces between cell in the organs. The third one is lymph, present within the lymph vessels and the lymphatic organs, example spleen and tonsil. With the help of blood and lymph, transportation of substances occur in our body. In addition to transportation, blood and lymph have other functions to perform. So, this was a brief introduction to circulatory system in humans. In the upcoming video lecture, I will discuss about blood, composition of blood and about the red blood cells. Till then, keep watching to the videos of edupediaworld.com. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day ahead.